Here the comparison between poor and the rich. Okay, then people, those who are very rich, what they do, if they want, they construct the temple of Shiva in their houses itself, or if they have big land, they will construct by themselves. What shall I do? A poor man do. Okay, as a poor man, what can I do? He is asking to God, what shall I do? A poor man do. That means anguish. The person is anguish and he is telling, expressing his view that he is helpless, he can't do. He is not able to enter into the temple of Shiva, and even he is unable to construct the temple. What shall he do? He is asking. While my legs are pillars, the body the shrine, the head a cupola of gold. Cupola is here refers to a small rounded dome. You might have noticed above the temple. The dome is called as cupola. What it is called? Cupola. My legs are pillar. If I am very poor person, I can't construct the Shiva temple. So what I am thinking? My legs are pillars of temple. The body of the shrine. So poor person's pillars are his legs and shrine is cupola. Here in this stanza, the whole body is compared to a temple with the legs being pillars. The body shrine with the idol of the god secured in the heart, and the head a cupola of gold with screen, thoughts protecting the god in the heart. This is how the first stanza speaks to you all about. If we talk about the second stanza, it says that my legs are pillars and my head is shrine, that is cupola of gold. Usually you might have noticed the temple is made up of gold, isn't it? So in next paragraph, he may offer his legs for pillars, his body for a shrine, and his head for a cupola. Okay, that is the what you can say, the doom. That is how the next stanza speaks. Listen, O Lord of the meeting rivers, things standing shall fall, but the moving ever shall stay. Okay, then the next what he is trying to explain you, a temple of faith in is immortal, as human beings live on generation after generation. But a temple of stone will perish sooner or later, isn't it? See, building will perish anytime, but human being, they will be there till their death. That can pass even generation to generation. What your parents you got, how you pray, everything from your elders, you have learnt, isn't it? Same thing that will pass to generation to generation. To him, true faith is more important than display of wealth by the rich who put up such structure. That is how he is explaining in Vachanas. Okay, whole poem I would like to put it into a nutshell. Basavanna, this Vachana encapsulates the essence of Veerashaivism, which revolts against the idol worship and the building of temples which people from certain sections of society could not enter. Okay, he is against, in this Vachana, he is against with the idol worship, going to temple. He is against, Basavanna is against with the idol worship and going to temple where some of the people are not allowed. Particularly, I told you in the beginning of this poem, the Shudras were not allowed to enter into the temple. It was also revolt against the caste system, which laid down that only some people could ever hope to realize God or find salvation through the following paths of Jnana, Bhakti and Karma. That is knowledge, devotion or duty. Okay, that is what he is trying to tell you. The others could only hope to serve the upper classes dutifully. See, here in Hinduism particularly, more importance is given to the what? Brahmins, particularly in temple, whereas Shudras were not allowed to enter into the temple. This is against, according to Basavanna's Vachana, he is explaining that fact, ritual which is there among the Hinduism. Hence, he dedicates himself to serve of God by treating his legs as pillars of the temple, his body the ball, a holy shrine, his head the cupola or the golden dome of the temple. Okay. So he is not agreeing with the whatever he has got, whatever he has got as a temple. So he has made his legs are pillars, body as the shrine, and head as the cupola, and he made himself as a temple. Since he is not allowed to worship in the temple, he decides to worship in the to the Lord in his own. He is against now to go to temple. He is worshipping Shiva in his own body, rather going to temple. Okay, how interesting, isn't it? He is against the social whatever the rituals are there. He is against it. Okay, to commands of the Lord, because that is the way in which he can be closest to the Lord. Things standing shall fall refers to temples which can be destroyed by earthquakes, floods, or the wind, whereas the heart filled with devotion towards the Lord shall ever stay immortal. See how beautifully Basavanna is explained. Okay, if I construct a Lord Shiva temple, it will destroy any time, any moment. How it can destroy? It can destroy by earthquake, flood, or wind. Whereas if I made my whole body as temple, it will be there forever. Immortal is nothing but it is there till his end, till his death. Okay, that is what he is trying to explain. This is all about Vachana explained by Basavanna. I hope all of you very much interested in this. Okay, because it is hot, or you can say the prevailing condition which is there in our society, speaking about it, isn't it? See, I hope all of you are liked it, Vachanas, and hope you all of you memorize this without fail. Now reading homework is memorize the poem The Temple and the Body Vachana. Okay, and then writing homework is, I request all of you to collect some information about Basavanna, which is there here. Yeah, of course, this is also very important. Apart from this, there are some social reforms he brought in the society. I like all of you to do that social reform project work and keep it with you. Okay, with this I will end my session. Bye guys.